Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're going to talk about some stuff today. But in the meantime, let's get some music on. What's up, Rap City? I'm good, man. How you doing, fam? Hopefully this live stream's a banger. I'm about to talk some shit to start the live stream off, though. I'm about to talk some cash money shit, and then we gonna get into the scams, though. So normally, y'all know I don't normally go hard on the stream, but I'm fitting to go hard today with a big old pause on the end of that thing. You know what I mean? How y'all doing on this Tuesday? This lovely of the Tuesdays. How y'all doing? Some of y'all, I'm telling y'all, this first segment that's about to pop off, y'all gonna enjoy, because I'm probably going to click farm all of this this video. So I'm probably gonna take this whole video and edit it to 3 different videos, because I got 3 different things I want to talk about on this stream. So I'll probably edit this down into 3 pieces of content, but it's all 3 good pieces of content. All this shit's good shit. Y'all normally, I don't normally stream reactions and stuff like that. Every once in a blue moon, maybe once every 2 months or something. But I got some good stuff to talk. Wonder Arp, what is good, my guy? You know what I'm saying? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Sonic Intox? What's good with you, fam? Yeah, man. How y'all doing? What it do, though? Hey, what's this other view looking like, though? I gotta just make sure I'm sitting in the right spot, because I want to use both the views for the shit. Yeah. All right, yeah, that'll work. So I'm just gonna get going right away with the first topic that I want to talk about. And it's something that's super frustrating. And so I'm just gonna kind of like just talk. This is gonna be kind of like a video. Hold on, let me pull up my chat over here so I can see what y'all are saying as I'm commenting. Because if y'all want to add a piece to the conversation, I'll add a piece to the conversation of what y'all are saying. But I'm not gonna be able to see what y'all are saying when I'm looking at one of my screens. So let me pull up my chat over here. Some of y'all gonna like this shit. Some of y'all aren't gonna like this shit. But all I could do is speak my piece on this first part. You know what I'm saying? That's all I could do is speak my piece, man. Some people gonna say I'm crying, I'm bitching, I'm complaining, whatever the case is. Maybe I am, but I'm just fucking fed up. I am fed up. So we gotta make a video about it. That's what we do. We're YouTubers. That's what we do, right? Yeah, that's what we do, right? You know what I'm saying? So got the chat popping up. The boss man, what's good? Floss on the track. It's been a while, my guy. What's up? How you doing? All right. So we're gonna start off in this view, and like I said, this is gonna be just like this is probably gonna be like 5-6 minutes, but this is gonna be some cash money shit talking. So I just want y'all to be prepared for what y'all about to get into, because I'm about to start talking shit about some people. And normally I don't do that. All right. Let me get everything pulled up properly. Blah. I guess I can look at it here. All right. What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, something. Hit the keys. This video right here is something that is probably well overdue. As many of you guys know, on this channel, we do a lot of content where we promote free products, but we also do reviews on paid plugins. We do reviews on gear. We do mixing tutorials. We do live streams. We critique people's music. We do all kinds of things on this channel to try to help out the community and try to do good things. What is getting overwhelming to me as the content creator is some of you guys here on this space. So the comment section, the comments that y'all make sometimes are just dumb. And I mean, I'm not going to hold back on this one, because if you continue to make dumb comments in my comment section and then I have to fight back with you, that's what takes me from commenting to all the other people who have watched the video. So if you follow my channel for years now, you know I would used to always comment on everybody's comments like the first day, right? So I would always be in my comment section. I would always give people love, all this stuff, right? But if you've been following the channel, you may have noticed that a little bit of that's fallen off a little bit lately. That's because in like every other video that I do that's a news report, because I tell y'all, I literally tell you at the beginning of the video what the video is about. So if it's a video that is just only about free plugins, I'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the channel. It's your guys, something. Hit the keys. In today's video, we've got 12 freebies for you. And then I go through 12 freebies for you, right? If a video's not all about freebies, then I'll be like, welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, something. Hit the keys. In today's videos, we've got, a bunch of exciting stories from 4 freebies to whatever plugin to some deals to this and that, right? So I literally tell you at the beginning of the video whether it's going to be a free plugin video or whether it's going to be like a news report, or if I'm doing a review on a keyboard or a paid plugin. What up, it's your guys, something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over whatever the plugin is, right? So I give you guys all of the warning signs before we start. Here's my frustration. So here's today's video, right? So here's my video for today, right? Boom, bam, as you see. 4 free plugins, comma, Rhodes Whirly, comma, deals, and much more, right? And this is something that I get often in the comment section of these videos. And so then you'll come down here and you'll see somebody tell me Rhodes is not free. I absolutely did not say Rhodes was free, because I said 4 free plugins, comma, Rhodes Whirly, comma, deals, and much more, right? So I just need you to understand that, because this video is actually important, because I'm going to put this out as a video, and then every time somebody says that's not a free plugin, they're catching this link to this video right underneath, right? So that there's a reason for this video. And so as you see here, Rhodes is not free. So I just simply stated, did you watch the video? I clearly say it's not free, but I didn't know the price. I literally labeled all 4 of the freebies of the chapters in the video, pay attention. So then when we come back up here, as you look, freebie number 1, freebie number 2, freebie number 3, freebie number 4. So I literally label what is the free stuff. And then boom, over here, Rhodes Whirly isn't labeled as free, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Okay. So as we look and the conversation continues to persist, the dude says, I paid attention and watched the whole video, but you wrote a misleading title. 4 free plugins, comma, Rhodes Whirly, comma, deals, and much more. When someone sees a title like that, what should they think? You didn't think the deals were free. You didn't think the deals were free. So if the deals weren't free, then probably the Rhodes Whirly ain't free either. And so I think that sometimes people struggle with grammar, right? So I guess Alessandro Rambert, you wanted this attention, you got it today. So let's look at the definition of a comma. Let's look at definition of comma. Let's get technical today, because if that's what y'all want to do, that's what we gonna do, right? So comma, a punctuation mark indicating a pause between parts of a sentence. It is also used to separate items in a list. and to mark the place of that, whatever, thousands and largest, millions, whatever, right? But it's also used to separate items in a list. So I'm giving you literally a list of what this video is supposed to be about today. The video is supposed to be about 4 free plugins, the Rhodes Whirly, deals, and much more. That's what this video is supposed to be about today. So why do I have to listen to you come to my comment section and then be like, Rhodes is not free? And then sometimes it be getting like 10, 11 likes when people be like, oh, it's not free. I didn't say it was free. And then let's take it one step further. I had it pulled up here in the video exactly where I said the shit that I said was.
Ticketmaster, whose parent company.
I had it exactly lined up in
1960
in the chat where it was supposed to play, but I had to restart my computer in order to. I had to restart my computer, but I need to get this part. So just bear with me here for a second, guys, because I got to get this part so I can put it in the video. So I'm sorry, bear with me. I got to get to the right part in the video, though. Drive for your preamp. You've got E. Verb is at this. What's so cool about this is you see here it tells you trial. Sound pretty good. You got different everything here. Audio or cardio microphone, a little more loud sound on its own. Chorus delay. What's so cool about this is you the outsides. Let's go ahead and listen to some of the. But that's probably because I have a beta version. I just need to put the license, and you only get license back in. So I'm pretty sure it's something that any issues or whatever I'm having right now with this. But we'll just go ahead and put. Because here it already says invalid my license, and I'm not going to show you the continue trial. This sounds like in a melody. This sounds like in a chorus phaser delay because it's this default fast phaser. We could turn on EQ, the rate, the output for it. So you're going to this. It is not free. I heard that right there. This thing, I do not know. All right, so as we're right here, you know what I'm saying? As we're right here, you'll see here, this same person, they told me that they watched the whole video. So he said, I paid attention and watched the whole video, but you wrote a misleading title, 4 free plugins, Rhodes Whirly, deals, and more. When someone sees a title like that, what should they think? So here's me, I comment, nah, the title is always 4 freebie Rhodes in a deal, because that's how I would make a title. The comma literally tells you the next thing after 4 freebies. I've been making these kind of videos for 3 years now, and if you watched the whole video, then you would have heard me clearly say it wasn't free, and notice the 4 free plugins when I said next up is a freebie. It's insane I can't even put what a video title is and label everything in the video without complaints, because I'm literally trying to be as transparent as possible, right? So then right here in the video, if you watch the whole video like you said, what do I say right here? This thing, I do not know the cost on this. It is not free. They didn't give me the cost in the email, so I'm just loosely doing a demo on this. But here's okay. So what did I say in the video? Dog, what did I say in the video? What did I say in the video? I literally say it's not free. So my comment section doesn't need to be littered with something that's not free. That's the reason why people get burned out and stop doing videos like this, is because I'm not only covering free shit, I'm covering everything. And then here's another thing that gets on my nerve here on this YouTube platform, right? So let me get this other thing up real quick, because I've got 2 different pieces that I wanted to cover today.
Are you a Creator League?
I wanted to cover two things today. Sorry y'all, this is a little janky. The other two videos will be better because it's like me reacting, but I had to restart my computer and it kind of fucked up how I had everything set up. All right, so let me pull up this. So let me pull this up. Um, y'all like this shit though. Y'all like this shit. As soon as I get this shit pulled up, y'all fuck with where I'm coming from here. I appreciate that, boss man. Um, right, free products. Right. Some of y'all get this shit. Y'all get it, cause I be trying to be transparent, dog. I don't try to oversell shit. I don't try to like make nothing more fire than it is. I ain't trying to do. I just get on my platform, make a video, and try to make it informational and try to help y'all out. Right. That's what I be trying to do. Right. So I had to just get these other pieces of other stuff together real quick, just because I didn't have it all there. All right. So then the second thing that really grinds my gears is that I don't even use that term, but whatever, is when y'all complain about stuff that's not even something you should be complaining about. So here's what I'm talking about. So I got a complaint today, and this complaint is off of a live stream from Sunday, okay? And so on this complaint that this man makes right here, he says, man, I don't even listen no more. Dude spend more time getting high on live and pushing his stuff than anybody out here. You show, do you? But to me, nah, just wasting my damn time. So David Green, you can get all of the props that you want. David Green 7993, right? So I do smoke on stream. One time in 3 hours, that's not even important. Let me tell you what I said back to him. Talk about disconnected from reality. I played 18 people's songs on stream and like 4 of mine. You do realize I don't get paid anything for those streams. I can't monetize streams playing people's music because of copyright claims. I'm literally spending my free time helping musicians and you're complaining. Please don't come back, right? I mean, that's for real. That's how I feel, dog. Don't come back. Deuces, and let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you on the way out. Because you think motherfuckers be lying, but look, like I streamed twice this weekend, right? So you can see here, I streamed twice this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I streamed 2 separate listening to your music streams. And if you look right here, it says monetization ineligible. And the stream was 3 hours and a half, 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I basically gave 7 hours and 15 minutes to help musicians be better. If during that process, I want to just play something of mine or whatever we're talking about or whatever we're doing on the stream, then I should be able to do that because I'm giving you 7 hours and 15 minutes of my time for free. I'm not saying that I'm special, but would you go to work for free if you didn't have to, right? Like, would you go to work for free? Like, let's say your job is like, okay, we're going to have a cleaning party and we need volunteers to come in. And you volunteer to come in. And now they're like, we need you to go do your real job for free. You're not going to do that. So, like, if I feel like I want to change the course of the conversation a little bit and talk about something for a little bit while I'm not getting paid, then I should be able to. And then things that y'all don't worry about. So those are my last 2 days of working, right? And so today, I put out a video and I got a freaking content claim on my damn video. So now we're looking at 3 different days of me doing content and I'm getting content claims. So granted, I won this content claim, but that's potentially 3 days of full day work without me getting paid. And you're complaining that I played some of my music when I wasn't getting paid? Like oh, I'm sorry, y'all didn't see the content claim. Here's the content claim. It's right here. 4 free plugins, whirly deals, and much more. Content claim. You see it right here, clear as day, right? So you're complaining that I'm just enjoying my channel, my content, my subscribers, and all that stuff. You're complaining that I'm sharing my stuff too. And what's jacked up is everybody but one person in the chat enjoyed this shit. Right? They were like, oh, this is cool, fire, this and that, blah, 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 blah. You weren't even at the live stream, dog. You can't even get in the club. You know what I'm saying? Why you got an opinion? You know what I'm saying? You sitting outside, you can't even get in the club. Why 2 days later are you complaining about what I did on a stream 2 days ago when everybody in the stream was with it, you know? So I just wanted to talk about these topics really briefly because I feel like sometimes the people in the community getting the content or watching the content, sometimes y'all need to shut the F up. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be ruining what content creators want to do. Like, when there's always complaints and negativity in the comment section, I'm not going to comment on everybody else's comment. You know what I'm saying? Or I might not make content for a couple of days because I'm like, damn, that's how they feel. Well, whatever. I'll find something else to do. But it's like, it's frustrating. All these comments came in like the last hour or so before I did the stream. That's why I'm like extra heated on this, is because it's like, you don't know what it's like because ain't nobody in your comment section complaining about everything. But when it's every other video and people are complaining about free plugin stuff, and I literally label 4 free plugins, I literally, like, let's do one more thing real quick. Let's just go into some random videos, right? Because I be trying. What y'all asked me to do, fam, I try to do. Y'all asked me to, can you give me timestamps? Can you give us the links to all the stuff? Can you give me, I'm giving y'all everything. There's channels that do this stuff that don't give y'all links to the videos. There's channels that do this stuff that don't give y'all demonstrations. There's channels that do this stuff that don't give you like half the stuff, right? So look, like here's a video right here, Logic, right? Let's click into this video. What does it have? What up, guys? Welcome back. Oh, well, yeah, if the timestamps aren't there, though, that's not my fault. Like, sometimes they be screwed up on the internet. I might not have put timestamps in this video. I'm not going to hold y'all. But this wasn't a free plugin video. All right, yo, the first example I give you, I'm going to leave this in, too, on the edit. Because, yeah, okay, you're right. I didn't leave one there. But if it's like 4 free plugins, I always put in the description below whatever they are. So you see here, freebie number 1, freebie number 2, freebie number 3, freebie number 4. I'll always let y'all know what the freebie is, and I'll be like, the next topic. Up next, we got freebie number 1, freebie number 2, freebie number 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I be so frustrated because I give away so much of my time for free that y'all, some people don't get it, and it's like, I still got to deal with the complaints. So this is definitely made so that every time I get those complaints in my comment section, I can copy and paste this link and drop it right underneath their comment. Because I'm sick of this shit, dude. It's 2.5 years of people being dumb. You're an idiot if you don't know what a comma means. You're literally an idiot if you don't know what a comma means. And it's jacked up that I got to say this and talk smack, but you are an idiot if you don't understand what a comma means. Dog, I'm just being real. So let me go ahead and give y'all some love. That was the end on that topic. Oh, yeah. Make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button. Hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time I bring you guys a new video, you could be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. I don't know why none of the comments didn't come up on the stream. That's crazy. I got to make sure because I wish y'all's comments were coming up because I wanted all y'all's comments to be there, but they didn't show up. What's going on with the comments? Oh, I turned the text off. Damn it. Somebody type something in the text real quick so I can make sure the text is good for these next videos. Ah, but it's showing here. Oh, chat box is what I need to open up. But it should be here. Damn, I don't know why the chat box not showing up. Oh, that sucks ass. And I'm not gonna restart the stream. Oh well, I'll be alright. We'll survive. What did Gloria Gaynor say? I will survive. I will survive. All right, let me say what's up to y'all real quick. Sorry, y'all. That was just the first part of this. We're gonna get into these scams here in a second. I know that's what a lot of y'all came for. I appreciate y'all commenting and showing love and everything. What's up, Cheeseburger Leaf? Polar Burr. Yeah, most people are morons. He said the more is free too. Everything's free, dog. Shit. Right. And boss man, what you got to understand is sometimes I forget. I don't write a script. All my shit is off the top. So when I'm doing these videos, you're getting my real me. It's not like me planning what I'm going to say or whatever that case is. You're getting me in the moment. And that's the kind of review that I would want. And so that's kind of why it's kind of frustrating. It's like, man, shut up, punk. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Honestly, fam, I appreciate everything you do. Thank you very much for taking the time out to show us. I appreciate that, Smokey. I mean, I don't think y'all understand. I appreciate y'all more than you than I appreciate y'all as much as you appreciate me, maybe even more. Right? Because I sincerely only do this shit because it wasn't there for me when I was younger. So these opportunities and all these free tools or all these cheap tools or all these the ways to make music on a computer, it wasn't there for me when I was younger, you know? I know some people think I'm young. I'm 44. So when I was 19, 20 making music, you know what I'm saying, in 99, 2001, there wasn't all this stuff. So I just want to help y'all be better than I was as a musician. I want to give y'all tools that are going to put you in a better place than I was when I was your age, or if you're older like me, I want to give you tools that you don't got to spend money on, or cheap tools, or fire ass tools that are expensive, you know? Anders KJ Art said, hey, something, you can do what you want on your stream. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Alan Lavelle, no, thank you for the super chat, bro, and thank you for everything. You've been following me since I started, dog. I think Alan Lavelle been following me since before I had 1,000 subscribers. I'm not even kidding. Wasn't your username, didn't it used to be Alan Waters? Probably shouldn't put your whole government name out there. But yeah, you've been following me since I probably had 500 subscribers, 600 subscribers. So, I mean, I've been consistent. Since the time that I've started, I've been consistent in the things that I say. I've been inconsistent in the things that I do, maybe other than the drinking and stuff, you know, which whatever, man, I get that. I have my own issues. I got my own demons. But I'm saying, like, all the messages and everything that I give you never changes. You can look at a lot of these other YouTubers, and the message that they have given over the last 5 years has changed many times. I have never changed in anything that I say. I have been 100% firm, toes in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? 100% firm on all the stuff that I've said because I've gone through this stuff. So I'm only giving you guys my experience and my examples of what I've seen in music, and then the things that I think that could help people that I didn't get. That's literally why the fuck I started a YouTube channel. If I wanted to start a YouTube channel and make it all about my music, then there would be more of my music on the YouTube channel. There'd be more music videos, which you're probably going to get more music videos in the future. You know, sorry, not sorry. But my channel would be more dedicated to the things that I did if I only wanted people to listen to my music, right? If I wanted my channel to only be about something's music, there would be more music on the channel. Now, granted, I get that there's music every day because I'm making beats and stuff, but it's not the same. I ain't making songs. I'm not presenting all this stuff. So for you to hop into a live stream and be like, oh, this nigga is acting like this, and I don't listen to, bitch, you wasn't even there in the motherfucking first place. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. We gonna do this. You wasn't even there in the first place. So how can you complain about what's going on in a live stream? Because if you weren't there to give your input, then why does your input matter later? Everybody in the live stream loved it. You didn't. But you only watched part of the video freaking 2 days later. I understand that you can't be at every live stream because you got life, you got all this and blah, 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 blah. But the vibes of the stream kind of forced me to do what I'm going to do next. So if everybody in the stream's like, let's see this shit, it don't matter what you think. And I should have I'm gonna clip this into the video at some point because I need to. This is important too for that video. So the same stream that this dude's complaining about, right? So the streams he's complaining about, because I can show you better than I can tell you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I can show you better than I can tell you. So boom, if we come over here and we look at my Gmail account for those streams. So June 1st was the stream on Sunday, right? So if you see here, the gray is all the tracks that I listened to. And then I did the same stream the day before, and I didn't get paid for either one of these streams. And I did that stream the day before, right? So this all we're gonna be looking at is 2 days. So all these grayed out stuff are tracks I listened to. Look at all these tracks I listened to. All right, look at all these tracks I listened to. Look at all these tracks I listened to. Look at all these tracks I listened to. Right, and that's 2 days of me listening to people's music to try to either get them some promotion, right? Because they might not need my channel for for, critiques on their beat, because some of these people make beats better than me. I will admit that shit. I don't have a problem with that. I'm a rapper first. So a lot of it is just to get you exposure, build a community, get people to collab together and stuff like that. And then the other part is the critiquing of the beat to help the beat be a little bit better, right? So if I can show you everything that I did for the last 2 days, bitch, shut the fuck up. That's what I'm trying to say. Shut your bitch ass mouth up. That's what the fuck I'm trying to say. So let me go ahead and finish giving shout outs. I'm sorry. We're done with that. We're done with that segment. Let's get that out of our system. I just had to give y'all my thoughts though. Christopher Stevens, I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that, man. He said you helped me more than anybody else. I appreciate that, man. Let's see what else we got here. It must feel terrible knowing that you put effort into making the video as easy as possible to navigate and use for the audience, and then people tried for you not doing what you literally did. Hey, yo! Bro, I literally do everything that's sensible. Like, y'all be saying some shit that be bullshit sometimes. And when I say y'all, I ain't talking about everybody in the chat, but I'm talking about, like, people want me to... Bro, I'm doing everything. I'm giving you chapters. I'm giving you the links. I'm telling you what's free. Like, what else can I do? Like, shit. Do I have to make a drawing before the video? And I'd be like, this is the first freebie I got for you today. This is the second freebie I got for you today. This is the third freebie. Like, I don't even want to have to do all that shit. I feel like it's common sense. I'm like, this is free, this is free, this is free, this is free. But I'd be labeling it, and I'm still getting people in the comment section upset. But we did not get freebie number 5. It's hilarious.
Daddy, Nick Cannon is hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, Scotzo Plays, I appreciate that, dog. He said, dude, I dig your videos. Don't let the douchebags get you down. Why is the chat box not showing up, though? Bitch, I want you for this next video. God damn it. But it's showing up here. I don't know why chat box ain't working right now. Right, because it's showing up. It shows up there. It shows up here. Bro, I don't know why my chat box is fucked up. Yeah, I don't know why the chat box is fucked up. That's kind of fucked up. But am I going to be able to see it here? And I just reset my computer. This is stupid. Somebody type something real quick, because I got to find out what's going to be the best camera for me to use for this next video. While y'all type something, I will. I'm just trying to see if any chat's going to come up in this box. What up, Stamina MC? EDU Garcia Paradise Nuts. What's good, bro? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I always get I look young. Maximus, salute, fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate that, Alan. I gotta learn how to make reggaeton before I can. I don't know how to make every genre of music. I know sometimes y'all be like, he could probably do it and shit. I can't make every genre of music though. I don't know how to make that. I don't know why this fucking Streamlabs is acting funny today. I can't even see the bottom of the shit. Ugh. All right. I'm going to go pee real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. And then I'll get back to the next topic. The next topic is fire, though. It's some good shit. I got some good shit for y'all today. The stream ain't going to work out how I wanted it to, but I got some good shit for y'all today. I'm just going to play a random track I have in here. This is going to be an old-ass track. The mix is gonna be awful on this. Oh, I can't play that shit. I can't play that either. I had to think about it. What can I play that I won't get a copyright strike on? That's what I had to start thinking. Let's go back up here to desktop. We ain't getting no copyright strikes on this stream. All right, I'm gonna play this track real quick. Nah, what is it? Here we go. I ain't got no common sense. Y'all ain't gonna tell me what up, perp man. All right, so let me figure out how I'm gonna do this next scene. Because I wanted it to fucking the chat just to pop up on the side. Oh, this is gonna piss me off. I guess I will say this one time though. You know what I'm saying? If you're enjoying the content, you want to support the channel and all that good shit, you don't be scared. You can go ahead and send a super chat via super chat, PayPal, or Cash App. All the information is linked in the description. It really does support the channel and help it keep moving and help me do more streams like this, you know? All right, so I got really what's the biggest scams in the music industry. And so this is the first video that I got. It's about Ticketmaster. A lot of y'all people don't really understand how Ticketmaster works. This is very important though if you do music and you want to try to tour and get big and all this other stuff. So we're going to watch this video together. We're going to react to this shit. And then we going, you know, keep it moving.
Is Live Nation has recently been sued by the
All right, let's run this back.
Ticketmaster, whose parent company is Live Nation, has recently been sued by the Department of Justice for effectively running a monopoly on live entertainment in the music industry. On top of this, there have been multiple big artists publicly calling out Ticketmaster, Pearl Jam testified against them, and there have been executive orders passed in an effort to combat their crazy high ticket prices.
Yo, I don't think y'all understand yet. Before we get going into this, Ticketmaster is the reason why ticket prices are so high. And a lot of people don't understand that. But that is for real the reason why it is so high. So let's go ahead and get back to this stuff.
But this may leave you with a few questions, like, why do so many fans and artists alike hate Ticketmaster? What even
Also, real quick, shout out to Matty Balls. I'll leave his information linked below for this video. But let's go.
are Ticketmaster and Live Nation? And how did Ticketmaster essentially monopolize the entire live entertainment industry? Well, to understand this, we have to go back to Ticketmaster's inception. First though, you may be wondering, What even is Ticketmaster? Well, Ticketmaster is a ticket sales and distribution company that was founded way back in 1976 in Phoenix, Arizona. They're actually inspired by a similar software model called Select a Seat, but Select a Seat went bankrupt, so they decided to try their hand at it. They got some investment money and began competing with another rival company called Ticketron. Nowadays, though, Ticketmaster is essentially the main website you go to if you want to buy tickets for big artists like Taylor Swift, especially those large concerts where the artists are selling out stadiums.
Right, because that's where you got to go get the tickets. So you got to go to Ticketmaster to get these tickets and stuff. So, yeah. I mean, it's the only place you can go to get tickets.
Their parent company is Live Nation, a company that owns over 330 live entertainment venues globally and calls themselves the largest live entertainment company in the world and the largest producer of live music concerts in the world. So clearly these companies are killing it in the live entertainment space. I mean, Ticketmaster was reported to have 63% of people who bought tickets online buy a ticket from them in 2024. And in 2024 as well, 151 million people attended Live Nation events.
Right. So what a lot of people don't realize is that like Live Nation and Ticketmaster, they work together. And so Live Nation owns Ticketmaster. Live Nation owns all these different venues and arenas. And then Ticketmaster, they own them too. So now they get to kind of control the price of a ticket, right? And so where before artists wanted tickets to be $20, Ticketmaster was like, no, that shit gonna be $120. We'll give you 15. We gonna take the other 105, which is wild.
And look at this chart with all of these amphitheaters owned by venue operator. Live Nation just has so many. But like I said, to understand truly how Ticketmaster and Live Nation were able to take over the music industry, we got to go back to the start. After Ticketmaster was founded in 1976, it was bought by a guy named Bert Cantor, who hired a guy named Frederick Rosen to take over in 1980. They realized that Ticketmaster was poorly mismanaged and decided to step it up. Rosen became the CEO and they raised a ton of money. Then they started trying to work with venues. So back in the day, I know a lot of you young folks might not understand this, but you had to go to an actual box office at the venue or call in and be like, hey, I need a ticket. And clearly that's a lot more difficult than just buying the ticket on your phone like nowadays.
Like even in like for a lot of y'all that don't even know, the first concert I ever went to was Twister and Do or Die in like 1998. I was 17. Then one of our buddies, Josh, was 19, and he had to go to the Civic Auditorium to go buy the tickets. So you couldn't even get them off Ticketmaster. And the Civic Auditorium seats like 12, 13,000 people. So you would have to go to the actual stadium or the arena and buy your tickets there versus getting them on Ticketmaster.
So Ticketmaster's main selling point was, hey, you guys got these box offices that you're selling tickets at, and it's really expensive. You got to pay the employees, you got to pay for the building, you got to pay for all this stuff. So why don't you just shut those down for a few days when the tickets go live to see how much more efficient we are? One employee at Ticketmaster said this about Fred's sales tactics. So Fred came in and said, right now you have a cost center. It's called your box office. You pay for the equipment and you have to pay for the labor to sell the tickets. I'm going to give you the equipment for free. I'm going to equip your entire box office with terminals. I'm going to teach your people how to sell tickets over those terminals, and I'm going to support those people. What I'm going to ask you to do is close down the first day of sale on concerts and let me sell those tickets through my outlets.
So you see how crooked that kind of is. This dude's like, we're just going to give you like the bare minimum amount of equipment. We'll just give you some phones, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some computers and stuff. And then you can start selling tickets. And now we can all make more money than the artist. Because that's basically what this gets around to. This is another, Ticketmaster is literally another company that just wants to get money off of musicians. They're not even the ones putting in the hard work. Without no musicians, Ticketmaster makes no money. Without Ticketmaster, musicians could still make money, and it's been proven throughout the past.
Continue to say that they would also share the profits with the venues as well, obviously, so that they could, benefit from it. And this business model works extremely well, and Ticketmaster began dominating the music industry. They even began giving venues money up front, which helped promoters with their budget, but it also kind of made them dependent on those advances from Ticketmaster. And by the end of the 80s, Ticketmaster had basically taken over. In 1982, the company's sales hovered around $1 million, supported by 25 employees. 3 years later, that jumped to just over $200 million, a vast improvement, but still only about a third of Ticketron's efforts.
And if you'll notice, the model that Ticketmaster kind of goes through is the same kind of model that Spotify goes through. You know, I've talked a lot about Spotify on this channel, but it's basically to take advantage of the artist. You know what I'm saying? It's just somebody else that's just trying to take advantage of somebody else. You know, somebody that wants 90% of the money and really only does 10% of the work, right? Because again, we all know this. Without the music, there's no show. And I understand some people will say, without the venue, there's no show either. Fuck that. Without Ticketmaster, there was shows for a century. So Ticketmaster is not as vital as people think it is.
Then in 1987, Ticketmaster finally eclipsed its competitor, with both selling just under $400 million worth of tickets. Their main competitor, Ticketron, who I've mentioned a few times, was fallen off, and eventually the company was sold. And can you guess who bought that company? It was Ticketmaster. You got it right. This is when many people think that Ticketmaster became a monopoly, or at least started to become a monopoly, when they bought their biggest rival. Ticketmaster, however, continued to grow and acquire their competitors over the years, like
They're absolutely a monopoly.
Ticket World USA, Capital Automated Ticketing, Dayton's Ticketing, and Seats. And this is where the problems began. You see, back in the day, tickets for concerts were actually very cheap. In 1956, you could see Elvis, the biggest rock star in the entire world, for $1.50, which adjusted for inflation is just 17 bucks.
You guys hear what he just said? You could see Elvis Presley for $1.50, which adjusted to inflation to nowadays is $17, right? Elvis was probably bigger than Taylor Swift. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what people who don't look like me listen to. I don't know who they consider their goats. But from the outside looking in, Elvis is like one of the biggest performers of all time. I would think he's bigger than Taylor Swift. I think he's bigger than Cher, Madonna, all them, you know? Maybe not bigger than like the Beatles, like Paul McCartney, but he might be. He might be. I don't know. But his tickets were $1.50, which is estimated to $17 with inflation today. Yeah, that's important. Listen to what this dude's about to cook for y'all.
In 1966, you could see the Beatles, who again were huge artists, for $5.50, which adjusted for inflation is $53. In 1976, you could see Queen, another great and massively successful band, for $7.50, which again, adjusted for inflation, is just $41. And don't get me started on the fact that you could see Michael Jackson for $28, which today is...
Dog, imagine going to a Michael Jackson concert for $80, $85 in 2025. That's the greatest deal you're ever going to get, because these are good seats. The greatest deal you're going to get. Greatest deal you ever going to get.
It's just $85. Of course, over the years, you can see like an upward trend in price, but none of them are too outlandish. I mean, I would pay $85 in a heartbeat to see Michael Jackson, but I promise you, if he had a show today, it would be thousands of dollars.
Right.
And keep in mind that these are the biggest artists of their time. It's like seeing Taylor Swift or The Weeknd for $30. Fred Rosen tried to explain away why tickets kept getting more expensive, but no one was really buying it.
As music evolved, as you went from $5 concert tickets in the 70s, $4 concert tickets in the 70s. Until the mid-'80s, because music is popular and the people's music, it was one price fits all. And that didn't work because, you know, the fans who bought them, you know, said, well, wait a minute, I paid $18 and now I can get $750, you know, and so the artists started to look at it and say, maybe we should, then the business people, maybe we should get some of this money. And look, it's a business like anything else. You want to be fair to your fans.
Also, back in the day, artists used to not rely on concerts so much for money, at least as much as they do now. I've talked about this before in my video on Spotify.
That's a huge issue too, is that like back in the day, artists used to get paid off of their album sales. And so clearly nowadays, album sales are significantly lower, including the streaming and all that, for obvious reasons. You know what I'm saying? Because you can stream music for free. So I can just get on YouTube. I can listen to whoever's music I want to for free, not pay a fee. It might only have to deal with a 5-second commercial, but what they pay on ad revenue is nowhere near the compensation they were getting off of full CDs. So now artists have to tour, because back in the day, artists made their money off of albums. So prior to 2005-ish, 2007-ish, artists made their money off of albums. And then once the world went from CDs to MP3s, then artists had to make their money off of shows. And this video gets grimier because I probably shouldn't give away the details, but Live Nation has jacked up the prices of the tickets, and they're not even paying the artist in the same percentage. So the artist will be like, I just want to charge $20 for the tickets, right? Because the artist knows how much they're gonna make. And Live Nation's like, no, we gonna charge $125, $200 for your ticket, but we gonna give you 16, and we gonna keep the other $224, right? So it's fucked up because it's like, how are you gonna keep the other $124 and nobody's coming to see Live Nation or Ticketmaster? Everybody's coming to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only want to charge $20. And if out of that $20, I'm supposed to get 12, well then if we raise that shit up to $200, then I should get 120. But that's not the way that Ticketmaster and Live Nation is working.
But nowadays concerts are one of the main ways artists make money. That's because back in the day they made a lot more off of their music from record sales or CD sales because there were much higher margins. But ever since the streaming era of music, it's been way harder for artists to make money on actual music, so they rely more on concerts. Back in the day, concerts were mostly just promo, which is why they kept the prices so low. Because of all these reasons, by 2024, well, it costs an average of $135 to see an artist live in concert. The prices of concert tickets have risen at a much higher rate than tickets.
So look at this shit. So probably here in 1997, oh shit, I didn't switch the screen over for you. I'm doing terrible at this. But look here, 1997, ticket prices were probably like $15. And you see in freaking, what is this, 20 years, it went from 20 or 15, $20 to $250 on average. That's not the artist doing that shit, fam. That's not the artist doing that shit.
Tickets for movies and general inflation. And most people blame Ticketmaster and their shady business practices for the reason why. The first time that Ticketmaster was called out for their shady practices was in a large public fashion back in 1994 by Pearl Jam. The band claimed that Ticketmaster was cutting them out of venue bookings because Pearl Jam was making an effort to keep ticket prices low for their fans, and they thought Ticketmaster was overpricing the ticket. Pearl Jam even tried to do their own tickets at a price they thought was appropriate for the fans, but Ticketmaster threatened to sue them and turn off their ticketing machines. Because of this, Pearl Jam filed a complaint with the Department of Justice.
Y'all hear that shit? These niggas said, fuck it, we'll throw our own concert so that we can get our fans the price that we want to get our fans. And Ticketmaster sued them, threatened to sue them because they didn't want to deal with Ticketmaster. So like things that I think about like often and I'm passionate about them. I'm passionate about. How the hell can Ticketmaster come in and tell Pearl Jam they can't have a concert wherever they want to have a concert at and use whatever they want to do to sell tickets? Who the fuck are you? I'm not signed to you. I don't have no record deal with Ticketmaster. I don't even do business with you. You're just a ticket company. And you're going to sue me because I don't want to charge people $100? Like, bro, do you see how corrupt the music industry is? And a lot of times people don't think that this shit's corrupt. I can't say that, but they can't see how corrupt it is. It's everybody else who's not a musician wants a piece of the musician's money. And that shit is foul, dog. That shit's foul.
Pearl Jam has accused Ticketmaster of being a monopoly and of using its power to scuttle a summer tour the band had planned, with tickets to sell for a relatively low $18. Ticketmaster's chief, buttressed by representatives of the Los Angeles Forum and New Jersey's Giants Stadium, was at the hearing to proclaim his company's innocence.
20 years later, she could get the beats, respectfully.
Pearl Jam was supported by representatives of REM and Aerosmith, whose manager left no doubt that more than one band is unhappy with Ticketmaster.
They also boycotted Ticketmaster and just flat out canceled their tour, blaming Ticketmaster. And it wasn't just Pearl Jam that had these sentiments. U2's manager Paul McGuinness said, "I think everyone in the business would prefer an atmosphere of competition, but it was the Justice Department that did away with that when they allowed Ticketron to be acquired a few years ago." He said this because the Department of Justice had to greenlight Ticketmaster when acquiring their their biggest competitor, Ticketron, which started to seem more and more like a bad idea. On top of this, Ticketmaster had dealt with many lawsuits from many others, like one 2 years prior alleging that Ticketmaster was working with promoters and venues to artificially inflate the convenience or service fees to just make more money. So all of this led to Pearl Jam testifying against Ticketmaster in a congressional hearing.
It is well known in our industry that some portion of the service charges Ticketmaster collects on its sale of tickets is distributed back to the promoters and the venues. It is this incestuous relationship and the lack of any national competition for Ticketmaster that has created the situation we're dealing with today. As a result, our band, which is concerned about keeping the price of its tickets low, will almost always be in conflict with Ticketmaster, which has every incentive to try to find ways to increase the price of the ticket it sells.
They also mentioned that there were many other...
Let me pause this for a second. I don't know, because I know half the people left. Would y'all rather have me finish up this stream watching this shit and commenting on this shit? It's not what you want. I'll do what y'all want. But I'll make some music too. If y'all want to turn this into a collab stream from here, because I don't think I'm going to upload how I'm reacting to this shit. I think I'll just react to this again later. So if y'all want to do a collab stream, put a 1 in the chat if you want to do a collab stream. And we can turn this into me making some beats with y'all, making some music with y'all. If not, I'll just keep reacting to this video. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all got to let me know though. I mean, it'll take me a couple of minutes to set the shit up because I got to set some shit up. But I mean, if y'all want to do some shit like that, I'll cook up some beats and we can either do a collab stream or I'll cook up some beats. Because this ain't what y'all interested in, then, you know what I'm saying? We can do something else. Because I just got Spawn 2 or Spawn 1.1. I kind of want to test that shit out. But we can still do this. I mean, if y'all don't want to watch, if this is boring to y'all, I get it, because a lot of y'all may not be people who are artists. So, I mean, it just doesn't mean shit to you, which I get it, but it should mean to you. It should mean something to you, because all these different companies and all this shit that I report and I talk about is the reason why musicians aren't getting paid the money they should get paid. And these are the people who are basically in essence stealing from the artists. So like, if I'm gonna cover some shit, I've already done a lot of research into the shit. But we can make some music. He said, nah, keep it going. It's game. Paper Chaser Lowe's. What up, doggy? How you doing, fam? It's been a minute, man. Oh, love. Salute to you, family. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. Come on, we'll make some music. Fuck it. I'll change my title. I gotta download Spawn real quick. I'm gonna play this video while I'm downloading Spawn in the background, then I'll just, unfortunately it's gonna stop abruptly, but I gotta download Spawn 1.1. And then we'll fuck around. We'll cook up some music. Cause I don't have a problem either way. I actually want to make some music, but don't talk shit about my desktop, dog. I already know my shit is busted. I know it's busted.
Other artists and bands who had these same problems.
I think mainly Kelly Curtis, our manager, has been talking to a lot of different people. I know we've gotten a lot of support from Aerosmith and Grateful Dead and Garth Brooks and R.E.M., Neil Young.
They continue to say that it's pretty much impossible to set up a large tour without using Ticketmaster. This is really funny, but the CEO of Ticketmaster at the time, Fred Rosen, tried to cite one of their own studies, and the study said that Ticketmaster only did 51 million out of the 1.5 billion tickets sold for live events per year, which totally would have been a great argument had the study not included ticket sales for county fairs, museums, amusement parks, state parks, and basically anything that was a ticket. ticket, rather than including only music-related events, which is all Ticketmaster did. Despite all of this, though, somehow Ticketmaster came out on top. The DOJ closed their investigation of Ticketmaster without doing anything to stop them from their predatory practices, although they did say that they would continue monitoring Ticketmaster's activity in the ticketing market. And after this, Ticketmaster continued their path to domination. In 1998, Ticketmaster merged with CitySearch. 2 years later, they acquired TicketWeb for $35 million. The Wall Street Journal said, "The move marks an attempt by Ticketmaster to broaden its reach to include the kind of small and mid-sized venues that TicketWeb has served since its formation in 1995. The company thinks those venues will complement the long list of bigger facilities that have typically contracted to make sales through Ticketmaster." By this point, they also had doubled their sales and revenue to 19 million online ticket sales and $864 million in revenue. Ticketmaster continued to buy companies like Paciolan, I don't know how you say that. It's a ticketing software provider. They also bought a ticket reseller called Tickets Now. They also got a UK reseller called Get Me In, and they got a majority share in Frontline Management, which is an artist management company that's worked with artists like Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, and Christina Aguilera.
Sorry, y'all. In order to do this stream, I gotta do some work. So if y'all want to collab and stuff, in order for me to do the stream, I gotta do some work. So I gotta like get some shit set up. Like I gotta switch the way my stream is set up. So let me go grab some chords real quick. I'm gonna play a track. I'll play a track real quick. But yeah, I gotta go get a chord and do a few things. It's not as easy as you think. Hussein, what's good, Brody? So we add more plugins. All right. God damn it. You ever hate when you got FL Studio and you know it's fitting to take all day for it to run through your plugins? I haven't updated my fucking desktop in a clean year. I ain't put nothing on my PC laptop in like a year. This motherfucker is having an internal struggle right now trying to download this shit. Delia! What up, my dude? That's my nigga. Hey, if you ain't following, if you on my channel right now and you ain't following Dilio 2K, go follow that nigga. That nigga is the dopest of all of us that do this shit that I follow. Dilio is the dopest on the live streams. When it comes to, like, this is my honest opinion. I ain't got to say this shit. Dilio, he didn't ask me to say none of this shit. But of all the people that I sincerely watch on this platform, that nigga's live streams are the best when it comes to music creation, because the nigga sings, then he'll grab his vocoder, do some vocoding shit. The nigga plays instruments and he does everything live and shit like that. That nigga is a fucking goat, nigga. That nigga's a goat. Goat, nigga. He don't have, I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't even know how to put this shit, nigga. I watch his content all the time. If I'm watching his content, y'all niggas should be watching his content. So sorry, this shit is still running through this shit. I guess I should be trying to set this shit up though as I'm doing that. Because I normally don't like react or like do reaction streams the same setup. So I just gotta like get my setup straight. So let me play some music, I guess, on this other computer. You on that treadmill, getting that working. You gotta we got a link, bro. You should come through this weekend. You should come through on Saturday and let's do a collab. If you don't have time, I get it. I mean, I'm not gonna press you on my stream and talk shit, but I don't know. I shouldn't have to call you if you're sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that collab, like sometime this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe Saturday or Sunday. It's up to you, or Friday, whenever you have time. I'm always around. You already know that I'm free. So whenever you have time, just let me know. I'm around. But to everybody else, I gotta figure out. I gotta get everything set up right because I gotta get the sound from both computers to come through. Let me just start like this. I'm gonna change my microphone real quick. This is gonna take a second, y'all, because I'm gonna change my microphone. Or at least my interface. I gotta change my interface first. Hey, so check. Can y'all should be able to hear me now, right? Right. Hey, I'm about to just set my stream setup over, and then great. So I gotta like restart all my shit. I'm gonna just do another stream. Start all my shit, and then I'll get everything figured out. I'll be back in like can y'all give me 5 minutes? You know what I'm saying? Can y'all give me 5 minutes? Back. You know, but I just need to like y'all see I'm is because it's like the way that my collaborating on a track is different than just a live stream because we have to use my PC for the main shit of all the vocals and the sound and everything. And normally I just use the PC to look at, and then I use the MacBook. So it's like I might have to reset my MacBook and do a few things in order to make sure that everything comes through. You know? But give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back.